If you're planning for retirement or already receiving Social Security, you might be shocked to learn that up to 85% of your benefits could be taxed by the federal government, and nearly half of all retirees have no idea this is happening to them right now. In today's video, we're breaking down Trump's bold proposal to eliminate all federal taxes on Social Security benefits, what this could mean for your retirement income, and the shocking reality of how Social Security taxation actually works that most people never see coming. Stay until the end, because I'll reveal the critical timeline every retiree needs to know about Social Security's future and the simple planning strategies that could save you thousands in retirement taxes, regardless of what happens with this proposal. Welcome to Financial Area, where we cut through the financial noise to bring you the insights that actually matter for your money. If this kind of practical financial analysis helps you make better decisions, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that puts your financial future first. Let's start with a reality check that's going to surprise most of you. Picture this. You've worked your entire career paying into Social Security with every paycheck, and now you're finally ready to collect those benefits you've earned. But here's the kicker. The IRS might be waiting to tax up to 85% of those benefits as ordinary income. This isn't some obscure tax loophole affecting a handful of wealthy retirees. We're talking about nearly 50% of all Social Security recipients who are getting hit with federal taxes on their benefits. That's millions of Americans who thought their Social Security was going to be tax-free income in retirement, only to discover they were wrong. Here's how this taxation actually works, and trust me, the numbers are going to shock you. If you're single and your total income, that's your Social Security plus any other income like pensions, withdrawals from retirement accounts, or part-time work, if that total hits between $25,000 and $34,000, congratulations, you now owe taxes on 50% of your Social Security benefits. But it gets worse. If your income as a single person exceeds $34,000, which is incredibly easy to do when you factor in required minimum distributions from your 401k or IRA, then 85% of your Social Security becomes taxable income. For married couples, these thresholds jump to $32,000 to $44,000 for the 50% taxation level. And anything above $44,000 triggers that 85% taxation. Now, here's the truly insidious part. These income thresholds were set back in 1993 and have never been adjusted for inflation. Think about that for a second. What could you buy with $34,000 in 1993 versus today? Those thresholds should be closer to $65,000 in today's dollars just to maintain the same purchasing power. This is what financial experts call a stealth tax because it creeps up on retirees who planned their entire retirement strategy based on the assumption that Social Security would be tax-free. When this taxation was first introduced, it only affected about 10% of retirees. Today, because of inflation and the failure to update these thresholds, it's hitting close to 50% of all Social Security recipients. The math is brutal for many retirees. Let's say you're receiving $2,000 per month in Social Security benefits. That's $24,000 per year. If 85% of that becomes taxable and you're in a 22% tax bracket, you're looking at paying about $4,500 in federal taxes on your Social Security alone. That's more than 2 months' worth of benefits going straight to the IRS. Now, enter Donald Trump's campaign promise that's got millions of retirees and future retirees paying attention. During his 2024 presidential campaign, Trump proposed completely eliminating federal taxes on Social Security benefits, not reducing them, not adjusting the thresholds, eliminating them entirely. Under Trump's proposal, it wouldn't matter if you're a single retiree with $100,000 in total annual income or a married couple with $200,000. Your Social Security benefits would be completely exempt from federal taxation. For many retirees, this could mean thousands of dollars back in their pockets every year. Let's put this in perspective with some real numbers. Take a married couple receiving the maximum Social Security benefit of about $4,600 per month combined. That's roughly $55,000 per year in Social Security income. Under current law, if they have any other retirement income pushing them over that $44,000 threshold, 85% of their Social Security, about $47,000, becomes taxable. If they're in a 24% tax bracket, they're paying over $11,000 per year in federal taxes just on their Social Security benefits. Trump's proposal would eliminate that entire tax burden, putting $11,000 back in their pocket annually. Over a 20-year retirement, that's more than $220,000 in tax savings. For middle-income retirees, the impact could be equally significant. A single retiree receiving $1,800 per month in Social Security with a modest pension pushing their total income to $50,000 would save roughly $3,600 per year in federal taxes under Trump's plan. But here's where things get complicated, and this is the part most politicians don't want to talk about. Social Security is already facing a massive financial crisis that makes Trump's proposal extremely challenging to implement. The Social Security Trust Fund is projected to be completely depleted by 2035. That's just 11 years from now. When that happens, Social Security will only be able to pay about 77% of promised benefits unless Congress takes action. We're talking about an automatic 23% cut to every Social Security check if nothing changes. Here's the math that makes Trump's proposal so problematic. Social Security taxes currently generate about $48 billion per year in revenue for the federal government. That money doesn't just disappear into general government spending, it actually helps fund Social Security itself. Eliminating these taxes would create an even bigger hole in Social Security's finances, potentially accelerating that 2035 deadline. Think about the irony here. Trump is proposing to eliminate taxes on Social Security to help retirees, but doing so could actually make Social Security's financial problems worse, potentially leading to even deeper benefit cuts down the road. This creates a political and financial puzzle that goes far beyond campaign promises. Any serious attempt to eliminate Social Security taxation would need to address where that lost revenue gets replaced, or accept that Social Security's financial problems will get worse faster. Some policy experts have suggested that eliminating Social Security taxes could be paired with other changes, like raising the cap on payroll taxes or increasing the full retirement age, but those solutions come with their own political challenges. The reality is that Trump's proposal, while popular with voters, faces significant hurdles in Congress. Even if Republicans control both houses of Congress, the math of Social Security's finances makes this a complex issue that goes far beyond simple tax elimination. So, what does all this mean for your retirement planning? And what should you be doing right now, regardless of what happens politically? First, let's talk about that 2035 deadline because this affects everyone, not just people worried about Social Security taxes. In 11 years, if Congress does absolutely nothing, every Social Security recipient will see their benefits cut by 23%. A retiree receiving $2,000 per month would see that drop to about $1,540. But here's what most people don't understand. Social Security won't disappear entirely. The program will still collect payroll taxes from current workers, and those taxes will be enough to pay about 77% of promised benefits indefinitely. It's not a cliff where benefits go to zero. It's a significant reduction that would still leave the program operational. However, a 23% cut in Social Security benefits would be devastating for millions of retirees who depend on Social Security for the majority of their retirement income. For about 40% of retirees, Social Security represents 90% or more of their total retirement income. A 23% cut for these folks would be catastrophic. This is why the political pressure to fix Social Security before 2035 is enormous and why various solutions are being debated right now. Some proposals focus on raising revenue. Things like eliminating the payroll tax cap so high earners pay Social Security taxes on their entire income, not just the first $160,200. Other proposals look at reducing benefits for future retirees through means testing, where higher income retirees would receive reduced Social Security benefits, or gradually raising the full retirement age from 67 to 68 or 69. There are also hybrid approaches that combine modest benefit reductions with revenue increases, spreading the pain across different groups rather than putting the entire burden on one segment of the population. The challenge is that every solution has political implications. Raising taxes is unpopular, cutting benefits is unpopular, and doing nothing leads to automatic benefit cuts that are also unpopular. This is why Social Security reform has been called the third rail of American politics for decades. So, what should you be doing with your retirement planning while all this uncertainty swirls around Social Security's future? First, don't count on Trump's tax elimination proposal becoming reality, at least not without significant changes to Social Security's overall structure. Plan your retirement taxes assuming current law remains in place and treat any tax elimination as a potential bonus rather than a foundation of your retirement strategy. Second, if you're still working and have control over your retirement account contributions, consider the tax implications of your current strategy. If you're loading up on traditional 401k contributions that will create large required minimum distributions in retirement, you might be setting yourself up for higher Social Security taxation.